Kitchen. Today we're making a dessert. We don't normally make desserts here, but because it's a special holiday weekend, I thought why not treat ourselves to a gorgeous Italian dessert. I'm just gonna lift this up slightly, and it's called tiramisu. And it comes from my father, Pietro Mosconi, in our cookbook, so you might want the recipe, and it can be found right here. Let me show you the picture of how it looks at Monti's Trattoria, our famous restaurant in New York. This is my dad's tiramisu, and it's probably our most requested dessert. My father, even after his heart attack, said in his hospital bed, I have to run to Monti's to make the tiramisu because no one can quite make it like him, but we're gonna try to today. So I'll be following the recipe in the book, and I want to apologize for starting late. I woke up early, I set up our entire space, and when I opened up my fridge, I saw that I only had 4 eggs, and we needed 8, so I ran out to Publix. I live in Florida, and I figured some of you can relate to this, right? We can relate to needing a little extra time. So I don't see anyone on here yet. It could be because I was late, but if you're tuning in after, feel free to introduce yourself on the chat box or comment below. Oh, good, Heather Kelly has the cookbook, so she has it opened. All right, so the first thing that this recipe requires of us is eggs, which I ran out to get. And we need 8 eggs, and we need to separate them. So you're gonna get to watch me separate all 8 right now. I wanted to be prepared for you, but you know, Nutrition Kitchen's a lot like life. Sometimes things don't work out the way we hoped. So here's how we divide our egg. I'm just gonna literally crack it a little bit and gently open the shell and then just divide my whites from my yellow, okay? So it's very meditative making desserts. And I hope we have a conversation today about desserts and the art of dessert. I'm actually not a dessert person. Once in a while, I want sweets. But when I do have something special like tiramisu, which is really, if you make it properly, it's a really just incredible dessert. It's decadent, it's light, it's fluffy, it's tasty, it's rich. And I think for people who are in the wellness world, it's important to take time to enjoy a dessert like tiramisu without guilt. I will be serving this tomorrow at a dinner party. And remember the recipe we made last week, the cavatelli? Well, I'm going to be having my dinner party help me make cavatelli. We're going to get them into the into the mode of pasta preparation. And from there, we're going to create a gorgeous sauce out of pancetta, cream, arugula, parmigiano reggiano. And then for our second course, that is not our first course. Italians always have pasta as a first course. We're going to do a beef tenderloin on the grill, and we're going to serve it in a red wine mushroom sauce. It's going to be phenomenal. For the greens, I might do an asparagus, maybe. That's a lot of food. But I'm also going to do an arugula salad with fennel, radicchio, and just make it fresh and stunning and crunchy. And then we'll finish with the tiramisu. Of course, we're going to have appetizers because we're going to start off making pasta, and people will want a little nibble, like some cheese or some olives. Hello, Shannon. So make your parties an event. We're also going to play a game because it's a Valentine's Day party with couples. I'm thinking that fun game from that show called what was it called? The Honeymooners? I don't know. It was something like that. So we'll figure it out. And just like that, we have almost all our eggs. So you have to be gentle and patient. That was messy. Oh boy. All right. I feel like I'm Julia Child. That is something that would have happened to Julia Child. Do we let it get to us? No. We wash off the egg yolk. That never happens to me. I'm usually so good at this. And towel it off. We have one more egg to do, and I got a little yolk in my white, so I'm going to be cleaning that up. I don't want any yolk in my white, and you will see why. So be gentle. Pay attention to your eggs. This part's important. You want to do it with care and love. Okay. So let me just remove, I have a little yellow that dropped in here. No big deal. Look, it comes right out. Pour it into there. And remember, when you're working with raw egg, you want to wash your hands thoroughly after to make sure there's no contamination, right? We want to be careful of that. Okay. With that said, let's get started. So we're going to take our egg whites. I'm going to throw away all my eggshells. We're gonna take our egg whites and we're gonna put on the whisk of a KitchenAid. I'm going to get this started because it takes a minute. And what we want to do is we want to develop something called soft peaks. Very important. You'll see how we know, let me remove the flowers here, how the soft peaks are done because it should look like snow. To assist it, I'm going to add a pinch of salt, and this recipe does call for a cup of sugar divided. I have my half a cup here, but I'm going to slowly pour it in there to develop the peak. So you'll watch me do it. Less talking, more doing, right? All right, so make sure you raise your KitchenAid. The speed is on, that's fantastic. So we're gonna start with the egg whites. And I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, no more than a pinch, okay? Pinch of salt, okay? And we're gonna get it started. Sorry, my thing is not closing. So let's get it on. And little by little, I'm gonna incorporate this sugar, okay? Little by little. Here's a chance to do some exercise snacks. Oh, we have 6 of you here. Let me say hello for the tiramisu. Christina, Elena, Shannon, Heather, Nicole, Gianna, fabulous. Sorry about starting late. I literally opened the fridge. I was like, I have 4 eggs, shit. And I ran out. But I also bought you guys this balloon while I was out. So it was worth it. All right. Gotta watch this. You pour in the sugar a little at a time, not all at once. I'm gonna bring you guys over so you can see what this looks like. Come on over, come on over. All right, so beating my egg whites. That's what it looks like now. That's not what we want. Let me rest this here. Okay. Opportunity to take off your shoes, get some squats in. See how easy it is to add some exercise snacks? Hold it down and pulse. Heather, the newlywed game. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, check on this. Leg kicks. I always have all this time to work out because I'm always waiting for something, yeah? So this is an Italian custard, coffee flavored. I don't want to talk too much while this is going on, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So that is not ready. That is not ready. I'm going to say this is a very important process. If you don't get this right, you're not going to achieve a good tiramisu. No questions for me? Did you guys see my latest Instagram post? It requires a block, balancing on the block. These were some of the exercises I did. You could even do it in your kitchen for a burn. All right, we're getting there, we're getting there. So it needs to look like snow. My favorite part. Kids love this, by the way. My nephews would always watch my dad make this with their eyes because it's protein coagulation. You're taking an egg that started off clear and we're developing a whole different quality to it just from using a whisk, sugar, and a pinch of salt. Look. In a few minutes, maybe in another minute, this is going to be snow. It's going to look like the Northeast. And be careful of that snow. My friend's husband slipped, needs surgery on black ice. My cousin also slipped and sprained her ankle. That snow is dangerous, guys, so be careful. All right, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Can I hear a woo? Woo! It's coming. It's coming. I know what to look for. Almost there. This is the longest part of the whole thing for tiramisu. So after we do that, we're going to clean this because we're going to use it for our egg yolks. Let me get a spatula. A spatula that looks like this. Are we there yet? Not there yet. Almost, almost. Super Sunday curtsies. Yes. I love that you guys come to Nutrition Kitchen. You guys are the best. Shannon, Elaine, Christina, Nicole, Heather, and Gianna. Are any of you planning to make this such a good dessert for your loved one for Valentine's Day? I always say, make somebody something special. We're getting there. We're getting there. Look, you see the difference? Look at that. It's so pretty. So beautiful. Bellissima. Wow. Almost, almost, almost. Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts is watching this develop into snow. Now watch, it's almost ready. It looks like vanilla ice cream. Look, 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 look. We're getting there, we're getting there. Do you remember how we started? Just clear egg whites. Come on, come on, come on. Almost. Any questions? Talk to me, hoping to. Jean, okay, Colleen's just popping on for a minute for support. We'll rewatch later. Look, Colleen, we're making the tiramisu. Gianna said hoping to will be the first time for me. Really? Oh, you're gonna love this. Okay. Let's see, we're gonna test it. Let's see. Not there yet. How do I know? Because it's jiggling. It's gotta be snow peaks. We're almost there. Almost, but not quite. I know, but I promise after this, it doesn't take this long. Heather's a great support, and if you guys make tiramisu and you run into any problems, you just message me. I'm on Instagram, the Chef's Daughter NYC. I love this stuff. I live for helping people to do this. Now I can start seeing the peaks form. Can you see that? You don't want to take it out too soon, otherwise it's not ready. Let's count, like we're counting reps. I'm gonna say 1 more minute. 1 more minute, I think we're there. It's your favorite Italian dessert, Colleen? That's wonderful. It's on page 282 of my cookbook. I haven't made this in 2 years, to be honest. I don't eat it that often. But when I do, I eat it. All right. I'm scared. I'm scared to take it off. Is it ready? Let's see. No, that would have fallen right out. So it's still not there yet. So be patient with me, everybody. Oh gosh, what did I do now? Today is not my day. Something just happened. Did this fall? What happened here? There we go. Not my day today. All right, it's not ready yet. I'm trying to rush it. So I'm going to bring you guys back over there, and we're going to talk about what else goes in our tiramisu. So you don't have to watch. I'll show you how it comes out. Look what else goes in it. So I'm taking it out of the fridge because you've got to chill this. I have in here espresso, heavy cream, and Kahlua. Espresso, heavy cream, and Kahlua. This is actually quite tasty. Let me just stir it. You want it chilled. I'm gonna give it a little taste. It actually tastes really good. Espresso, Kahlua, and heavy cream, okay? You make this in advance. What espresso do I use? So happy you asked. I use Illy, the best. I think it's fantastic. What heavy cream? I just use an organic heavy cream. It's in the fridge. And then I'm using this Kahlua. Kahlua is rum and coffee liqueur. So that's how we make our tiramisu. Does it matter if it starts out cold? Yes, it does matter. You should chill it. Okay, you don't want it to be hot espresso. It's going to melt everything. So the espresso, when you make it, is hot. Then when you add the heavy cream, it could kind of curdle. So you don't want that. You want to cool your espresso, then add everything and mix it and put it in the fridge. Okay? All right. Now we're there. All right. Okay, now do you want to see why, guys? Hold on. Are we there yet? Give me 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. What am I doing? I'm trying to see if I were to put that over my head, if it would come out. It just needs 30 more seconds. It's almost there. It's almost perfect. Okay, once we get our egg whites, we're gonna put it in a bowl, and then we start with our yellow. So you separate your egg white and your yellow. What's the other major ingredient in tiramisu? Mascarpone cheese. Mascarpone cheese is so good. Let's look at the calories on this. Total calories is 170, fat 17 grams, protein. Can I tell you that I use this as a substitute for butter? Buy this and use this on your toast as butter. It's really, really good. It's sweet, it's savory, it's so tasty. And now we've got snow. Now we've got snow. So I'm gonna do something very risky here. Heather Kelly, if this doesn't work out, it's all your fault. If it's correct, you should be able to turn it over your head and it not fall out, okay? Look at that, it's not falling out. I know, it's a little scary to do that, but it shouldn't fall out. People love that. That's how you know it's done. So once it's done, I need to remove it from here. And we're gonna do that. This all feels so crowded today. Guys, you're getting to see my real life. It's not Instagram. It's definitely not filtered. We filter on Instagram. We do, because if we showed real life, you guys would be like, wow, they're just one big shit show. This is real life. It's crowded. It's got fun little things, and it's real. This is the real shit here. It's real. I'm sorry I'm cursing. So now I'm going to pour this on. Do you see how it's like snow? Look at that. Let me turn this. Snow. Yeah, we see that? That is what we needed to achieve. It took patience. Do not rush this. If you rush that and you don't achieve the snow I achieved, you will not have tiramisu. It will not taste the same. So these little steps, as easy as they are, is as important as they are. Really get all of it out. We're going to then clean this because we need to use it again for the next part, which is the yellow, the yolk. Make sure you grab all of this out. You need all of it. And sometimes this looks like you're done, but look at all this I'm saving, yeah? That's why I use a spatula. I go like this, and then I take it off, just like that. All right, you love that, Colleen, right? Now imagine that fell over my head. That would have been disastrous, and I don't put it past me. We're rinsing this pan, rinsing the spatula. I don't need to use soap. I just need to get the egg whites off. Give it a little clean. Okay, I'm gonna wipe it with the towel. And now we get to the next part, the yolk. Sticky snow that makes me fall this morning. You fell this morning, Heather? Ooh, I don't like to hear that. You guys gotta be careful in this snow. I said something in today's class, Colleen was there, that I want to throw on for you guys today. I know it's Valentine's Day, and sometimes that day can bring up emotions, and it's great if you have a partner to celebrate it. But even if you do have a partner, and if you don't, this is especially for you. What about if this year, your Valentine, your main Valentine was you? You let yourself become the love of your life. You make tiramisu because you get to. You Love yourself the way you want somebody else to love you. And guess what? People start learning real quick. Let's make that as our mantra for this Valentine's Day. All right, you saw it, guys. I had eight eggs, yeah? So we're gonna put, I need to look at my measurements, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and we're gonna put our yellow. And I also have another 1/2 cup of sugar. So I'm gonna put the whites aside. I'm gonna throw this in here. I'm gonna make sure I get all the yolk out. So I need my spatula for this. Let me wipe it down because we wanna make sure we use all the yolks. See how sticky eggs could be? And it could fall to the bottom. Make sure you get it all out. See that? Okay. I need a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Don't forget that. It's gonna add, it sounds like it's not a lot, but the vanilla extract is so good. It adds to this. Clean off the spatula. We will be using it again. Okay. All right. How are we doing, my friends? Love always starts with yourself. Heather Kelly knows. She knows. All right, guys. Yum. Smell the vanilla. Allow this to be a sensory experience. Just a tablespoon. Drop it right in there. We're going to put that whisk back on again. Did I clean the whisk? I did not. Clean your whisk. You don't want the white mixing with the yolk, okay? It's problematic. So you wash it off. Give it a nice rinse before it dries on there. Wipe it down. Get it nice and dry. We don't want water in our whisk. Once we're on Food Network, we'll have cameras following these little moments, and we'll have edits so you don't have to see all the in-between. Until then, you're getting it all here today, okay? Just like as if you were in your own kitchen. So if you're making this with me, we're doing this together. So same thing. We're not going to throw our sugar in here. We're going to do it step by step. Let me bring you over. I feel so far from you. Let's bring you guys back over. Let's remove the Kahlua. Okay. All right, so let's put this back here. We're gonna add our whisk. Now this is different. It won't become peaks. You can't see in here yet, but you will. It needs to become a pale yellow. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Now it's gonna work. All right, it needs to become pale yellow. Let me show you. We start off like that. And to assist it, I'm going to start incorporating my sugar a little at a time. So here's my sugar. I'm going to use the spatula because the sugar might stick, so we don't want that to happen. So what? A little bit at a time. Okay. You guys don't see that I'm doing that, do you? Allow it to incorporate. If you do it too quickly, it won't work. Oh, thank you, Colleen. Tell Food Network that. I don't think they need me. All right, we're adding a little at a time. Thank you, Shannon. Why don't you guys all come over for dinner first? We'll do a dinner party. And then you got to taste my food first before you say that. I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to tell you why. The sugar gets stuck on the side of the bowl. So see how I'm scraping it? So do the eggs. You want to push it down so we incorporate it all in. So that's why these spatulas are great. Then you start it up again. So you don't want to walk away from this. My father, who makes this every day, stares at it like this. You want to actually give it that kind of attention because you could over whip it too. Even the egg whites. If you don't let it get to a soft peak, you could over whip it and then it's destroyed. So you've got to watch it. A little at a time. Let's add a little more. It's going to be so good. So sexy. All right, so my color is starting to get a little paler. I want to show you all the stages. Not quite pale, but it's getting there. Remember, we have vanilla extract, a half a cup of sugar, we have 8 eggs. I put 1 tablespoon of the vanilla extract. I'm going to stop it one more time and give it a nice scraping. Let me bring you with me for the scrape. Yeah, you see that? You see why I have to do that? You see how the sugar and the egg get stuck here and the whisk would never be able to get it? So that should be good now. Let's let it whisk away. Sounds like a nice song, whisk away. Opportunity to do some squats. I know I'm ridiculous. We worked out hard today in Geolux. I hope you try the workout. It was only 57 minutes, not a full hour. Oh, good, you're adding all the tips to the book. Yes, Heather. It's hard to write cookbooks because it's easier when you guys see this. So do you see how now it's becoming more pale? And some of the cavatelli we made last week is in my freezer for the dinner party, but we're going to be making more. So I'm going to get really close. It's getting thick. It's getting pale. It's so pretty, don't you think? All right, we're about there. We're about there. I want to give it one more scrape, but it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. It actually really tastes good too. I'm going to be professional and not start licking it. But when I was a kid and I was next to my father, I start licking the spatula. It's sugar, it's vanilla, it's egg, it's good. All right, let's just let it whisk a little bit more. And let's get the next, what's going on here? Why is this not going? Huh? Did something happen? Do not tell me something happened. Whew, got scared. All right. So let's talk as that finishes. What we're going to do next, that's almost done, okay? That's almost done. Maybe Naples yellow. We're going to get our mascarpone ready. I'm a little short. I need a little bit more, but we're not going to tell anybody. I need about 1.25 ounces. I'm sorry, pounds, and I've got about a pound. So I'm missing, where's my other one? But don't tell anyone. No one will know at my dinner party. I'll still make it good. My husband went shopping for me, and I guess he can't do math. This is the mascarpone cheese. We're gonna mix it into our yellow mixture, but we're not gonna do it with the whisk. We're gonna do it with the paddle. So you change it. The paddle is great for mixing. We're just gonna do it for about 30 seconds to a minute. Let me show you what this looks like. Where do you find my cookbook? www.thechefsdaughter.nyc. Okay. Here we go. This is how it looks. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I find these desserts beautiful. Don't you? Look at that. We just made that from yellow raw eggs. I love that we start with something. I mean, I think cooking is so pleasurable because you start with something like eggs, and then you get this. Wait till you see what this becomes. All right, so let me clean the spatula off a little bit. And we're gonna add our mascarpone cheese, okay? We're gonna add it right in there. A lot of stuff's happening today that I would never let you guys see on camera. See what happens when you come into the chef's daughter's kitchen. And just scoop this out. I love mascarpone cheese. This is gonna make this gorgeous. Put it all in there. For somebody who loves working out a lot as much as I do, I think I love eating and cooking and tasting food and watching food just as much. I don't know which one I love more. I guess that's a good thing, right? Julia Child says, She doesn't like people who don't love to eat. I kind of agree. Have you ever gone out to dinner with somebody who doesn't love to eat? I always wonder, like, you're not excited for this food? Or when I cook and they're still talking and they're not tasting the food, I'm just like, I don't know how you're you, because I can't do that kind of stuff. All right. So good. So delicious. We're gonna add the mascarpone now. 30 seconds. Good. Right here. It tastes, I love mascarpone. Try it. Try it instead of butter. Butter's good, but mascarpone, it's a whole nother level. Is that secure? I think so. I think so. I shouldn't have done it like that. Put the paddle on first, then lift it. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Let me bring you over again so you can check this out. You're so far. You're so far. All right, here we go. So I've got the paddle on, the mascarpone cheese, and I'm just going to mix that in. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that lovely? Oh, it's so fantastic. It's beautiful. Let me let that take just 30 seconds to a minute. Okay. We're ready to rock. Look, just like that, it's done. See that? It's done. Let's take that off. Okay, best part. The best part comes. You ever hear the term folding? We're gonna fold the egg whites into this batter, okay? It's creamy, it's silky, it's sexy, it's oh so Valentine's Day. Get over here, balloon. Why is my balloon not here? Okay. Make sure you bang your paddle so all the good stuff comes off. You could even use your finger to help it. Oh my God. I could just eat this part. You can actually. I could actually just put that part in a martini glass. I'm not kidding. It's so good. You put some strawberries, you put some chocolate, and you call it a day. You want to make it next level? Watch. We take the egg whites. Again, notice I don't put it all in at once. You incorporate a little at a time. Okay, it's ready now. Now you fold it. The way you fold it is you literally scoop the spatula and kind of like fold it over each other. You don't do it all at once because you need it to incorporate first. And when you're just adding a new ingredient in, you don't want it to be clumpy. So see how I could still see egg white? I want it to become all one color. So be gentle, be loving. You make love to the tiramisu. And that means be intentional. If it's Valentine's Day, put on heels. I'm not kidding. Men like it when we wear heels in the kitchen. It's kind of sexy. It's kind of impractical, but all good things are. All right, let's add a little more. Okay. Ooh, hoo, hoo. We're going to add a little more, and then the fun starts. How we doing, everybody? Really nutritional. It is a nutritional kitchen. Yes, there's sugar. Yes, there's egg and cheese in this and vanilla extract and cream. And if you want, we can make a chocolate sauce, but we're not doing this every day. I didn't say eat tiramisu every day. I said make it for Valentine's Day. Make it for a special occasion. Why? Life is too short. And if you're eating this once in a while, you're going to be satisfied. And if you're satisfied, it's going to be easier to want to eat really healthy and clean. After eating healthy and clean for a few days, you might be craving something like this. And to be honest with you, a little dessert never hurt anyone, especially when it's once in a while. We're not eating this every day. I eat dark chocolate every day, but I don't eat tiramisu every day. But when I do, oh man, do I enjoy it. You see this? Look at this. Okay. I'm going to fold it a little bit more. I might actually put the paddle back on because I just wanted to get it even more incorporated. I don't have that in my cookbook, but I'm going to do that. Where is the paddle? Where did it go? Where did the paddle go? Heather, where'd you put the paddle? Huh? Where's the paddle? Here it is. I'm gonna put the paddle on and let this all incorporate. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. Divine. All right, here comes the fun part. Let's make this clean. You should have a clean kitchen. Not like this. Not like me. Not crazy like I have right now. Put all this stuff out of the way. We're gonna put the flowers behind us. My husband bought this for me, and he said, make sure you put it in the class. I thought it was sweet. He wanted me to have Valentine's Day flowers. We're not always so Romeo and Juliet, but we are sometimes. And those days, it's really nice. All right, but I bought the balloon. I'll give it to him later. He really wanted you guys to have flowers. Okay, so yes, I love that, Colleen. If you're doing BB Body Geolux, correct, Heather, we deserve this. So I'm taking a tray. I'm not gonna lie, in the cookbook, my father doesn't tell you this. After he makes the tiramisu, he actually puts his in the freezer. I didn't even know this until I started making this dessert with him again after the book. You don't have to do that. I'm plugging in my computer. Again, it's a shit show today, guys. All these things happening. But he does it to firm it up. So try that little trick. It's not in our cookbook. It should be. I'm gonna get a clean spatula now. We're going to put a layer of the cream on the bottom, okay? So in my cookbook, it says, spread one layer of the creamy mixture onto the bottom of the pan. Dip each ladyfinger into the espresso Kahlua and heavy cream mixture and soak lightly on each side. Be careful not to dip them into the mixture for more than 5 seconds, as you do not want them to break apart. Very important for us to do it that way. All right, so here's a clean spatula. You could do a spoon too. And we're going to take, you know what, we'll do it now because I messed it up. I think spoon would have been better. So we're gonna take this and we're going to, you know what, I'm gonna do spoon and spatula. Hang on. These are all things we don't write in the book, right? Because these are all the real life things. So I'm gonna pick this up to make it easier. And I'm gonna pour this onto my bottom. And you spoon it over like this. Okay? I need a little more. Be generous with your layers. And you cover your whole pan. Okay? Give it one more. Okay. Now watch this. Very important. We're using lady fingers. Thank you, John. I will tell him, ladies. You dip the lady fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it out. And we're going to make a layer. Okay, I'm going to put them all vertical to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No longer than 5, but you want them to soak the coffee. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull it out and put it in. Otherwise, they break. I'm going to do a few at a time to not waste your time. Okay, so we're making a grid. We lost somebody. Who did we lose? I know, it's so long to donate all this time on a Thursday to watching me cook. But I sure do like having you guys. I really do. Next week, we're going back to healthy cooking. So this is a special. You'll get desserts every once in a while. I could show you how to make pistachio gelato if you guys want to see it. It's very healthy. Okay. All right. We're making a grid with our lady fingers. This gets a little messy, okay? But that's okay. Good things in life get a little messy. Love is a little messy. So what's everyone doing for Valentine's this year? My church is having vow renewals tomorrow, which I think is so great. All the couples who've been married for a while get to come, and the priest is going to help us renew our vows. I don't know if my husband wants to do that. We'll see if he does. That will be kind of cool, right? I'm going to just throw a bunch of these in here to make this quicker. Okay? So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I don't think they're eating tiramisu in Costa Rica, but they should be. All right. Now I have this edge, so I'm going to just push everything up a little bit because I don't want to have any spot that's not filled with cake. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it go on the grid vertical. I have to leave, but I'm doing this. Pistachio gelato sounds heavenly. Oh, bye, Colleen. We're going to miss you. Okay. Now see how I have this? Everything is pressed down. It's very pretty. Everyone see that? Now we're going to take another layer of cream. Okay? Another layer of cream goes right on top. Okay, just like that. Right on top. And you spread it over like this. I need just a little more. Yum, so good. No one's even going to know that I didn't have the exact amount of mascarpone cheese. Okay, now we do it again. This time, so I went this way, we're going to go this way. You want to crisscross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, watch. So you just press it down. We're going the whole opposite direction. I might run out of lady fingers. I do have another box, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No longer than 5 seconds. Otherwise, they break. Okay. You guys are seeing a New York City secret. We have celebrities. Not that my dad cares about celebrities because he doesn't know. You know that Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow came to Villa Moscone back in the day? My father had no idea. He kept talking about this bum. Oh, there's a bum. He comes into the restaurant because Brad Pitt always wore a hat. I was a little girl in grammar school and People magazine came out and said that Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow's favorite restaurant, my father also owns Villa Moscone down the block from Monty's, was Villa Moscone. Everybody was like, oh my God. And I had no idea. When I showed my father the picture, he goes, oh yeah, that bum. See, it broke. Okay, you guys got to see it firsthand. It's okay. We're going to put it there. But see what happens when we leave it too long? In Italian, they would have called me a chiacchierone for this. I ruined the cookie. I'm talking too much. 1, 2, 3. But I wanted you to see those mistakes. There's a reason why it's only 5 seconds. It breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I just broke a cookie because I'm telling you about Brad Kick. I have a church lady group art exhibit with a bunch of our painting. Heather, what are you painting? I want to see some of your paintings. How fun. Church ladies are cool. Okay. So if it stays in the liquid too long, you see it break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't let it stay in too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll never forget how long it is because I've been saying it the whole time. Okay. Now, I think Brooke really likes tiramisu. We should be telling her to have some in Costa Rica. I'm going to push this towards the edge. I'll show you why. This looks so good. So delicate. Lady fingers are very delicate. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I have another package. Don't worry if you're only seeing how much. What I want to do is add some in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. I'm going to add them vertical like that because I like to fill in these gaps. You see what I'm talking about? Heather Kelly, you see what I'm talking about? Who else is here? Put your name down so I see if you're still here. Heather keeps talking to me. I'm not playing favorites. I could just keep seeing her in my chat box. If you write, I will say your name. All right, so we have 2 rows. That's perfect. We need another layer. And then I'm going to show you, if you don't want to put it in a tray, but you want to be super sexy, what we could do instead. Heather wrote, fingers must be super porous. Is that what you wrote, super porous? All right, look, we're going to add one last layer of cream. I don't know if I'm going to have enough cream left to show you what I want to show you. I might not be able to show you what I want to show you. Yeah, we'll make it work. All right. And this is our tiramisu. Isn't it beautiful? We're going to let it go. I'm going to let it sit in a freezer. My dad says that's the best way to do it. Why? If we just put it in the fridge, it becomes a little soggy. The freezer firms it. Then you let it sit out 2 hours before you serve it. When you do, you have choices. You can this is my tiramisu, and it's going to look amazing tomorrow. Unfortunately, I didn't make one yesterday because you see the work involved to show you. But I am going to show you how we could enjoy it right now because I don't want you guys to be gypped of me tasting this. So let's get another box of ladyfingers. And I'm going to grab a martini glass. I think martini glasses are so sexy. When I serve my pistachio gelato, it's in a martini glass, okay? It's just a sexy way to serve a dessert. It's unique. People love martinis. It's oh so Valentine's. So make sure, guys, you do something special for you on Valentine's Day. All right, here's a martini glass. Sexy, 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 sexy. Watch. If you want to make your tiramisu just for a few people, you would take your cream. Watch it. Drip it in that martini glass. How hot is that? You know it is. Put a little more. So pretty. We're going to clean the edges over here. Yes, I just picked that up from the floor. Don't worry. My floor is very clean. Okay, because I want this to look sexy and stunning. Now, we would cut our angel fingers, our lady fingers. Did I call them angel? Okay, cut them. Soak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you would do the same thing. Cut it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line up your martini glass with the angel finger. Why am I calling it an angel finger? A lady finger. Okay. Put it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And break. Okay. We're going to add another layer of cream. Okay. So we put that in there. Yeah. Where's our cream? Add another layer. Watch how pretty. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Let's do another layer because I'm super hungry. I shouldn't be eating this today. I'm having it tomorrow. So I'm going to taste it. I might eat the whole thing. That's between me and my tiramisu. How could you not? How could you not? When you cook like this, how could you not? That's why my father says never trust a skinny chef. If the chef is skinny, he's not eating the food. You can trust a skinny chef. I'm technically a chef. I went to culinary school. I think I'm not skinny, but I'm in shape. So we could trust me, I think. Okay, look, I'm just lining these up. See how I'm doing this? I'm breaking it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm putting it right there in the glass. This is our last row. Look at this. We're not done. We're not done. I lost a few people, but that's okay. They're going to miss out on the best part. We're going to now add our last bit of cream on top. Spread it around. All right. This is kind of sexy. Kind of sexy. Let's make it just a little more sexy. Watch what I'm going to do. So this kitchen's a mess. Ignore it. Ignore it. This is gorgeous. Want to see how I take it next level? I don't want to handle this to my husband. It's nice. Let's make it nicer. So let's grab some dark chocolate. Do you have a few minutes? Do you have a few minutes? Come on. Just a couple more minutes. I promise. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I'm going to melt this the wrong way. I'm not going to do a bain-marie. Technically, you should do a bain-marie, but I'm not. I'm going to take just a little piece. This dark chocolate's really good for you, by the way. It's sea salt, extra dark chocolate, 70% cacao. Let's melt it. Now you should never do dark chocolate like this. Technically, you should put some water underneath it, but I'm going to watch. I'm just going to melt it. Okay? This is going to be stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. We go next level here, and then watch what else I'm going to do. Get this ugly towel out of the way. Woohoo! Gosh, I feel like I'm on something today. I have so much energy. We're going to take some fresh strawberries to give it color. Watch. These strawberries look fantastic. I have an appointment at 3 o'clock, but I'm going to tell them I'm late because I love you guys so much. Okay. Take a little cutting board, take a knife, and let's slice up this strawberry. So when you're slicing things up, I like the green, but nobody wants to deal with it, so let's take it off. When you're slicing things up, always put them flat on the board so that you can make really pretty slices and fan it. And then just like that, you could press it down and fan it. See how pretty that looks? I'm going to do a little water underneath it boiling. It's going to come out better. So you always do chocolate like this, underneath some water boiling. Okay, I'm going to do one more strawberry. Cut off the green and that white part. People don't want to deal with it. Slice it into like a fan. We're going to make this beautiful. Love the real life kitchen cooking. Oh my gosh. Guys, it's a little too real life. It's a little too real life. Okay. Let me mix this around so that we melt it. We're going to be done. We're going to be done. All right. Technically, I should add some. I need to add a little water to this. It's a little too thick. Like a tiny bit of water just to make this more of a sauce. Okay. Almost there, guys. I know, I didn't forget about you. Okay, and I'm just going to add a little of this chocolate underneath my strawberries just to make it a little beautiful like this. I'm going to put my strawberries right on top of the chocolate like that. Add another strawberry here. Fan it out. So I just added a little chocolate. I don't know if you could see it. I need a little more. I put so little, but we're doing chocolate strawberries on top. Let me cover this strawberry. The chocolate did not come out the way I wanted visually, but it does taste good. And I'm going to add just a little something else. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. Just a few raspberries, just like that. Okay. And just like that, we have tiramisu in a martini glass. Look how gorgeous that is. I am going to taste it for you. This is it. Tiramisu. Buon appetito. Happy Amore Day. Your life should be filled with so much love. Make sure you go deep. There's chocolate in here. There's cookie in here. There's the mascarpone in here. There's the sauce. It would taste much better chilled, but we just want to taste it. Oh my God. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I say happy Valentine's? This is decadent. This is love. And I have chocolate all over my teeth. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you guys. And if I didn't make mistakes today, then you're crazy. Lots of mistakes, chocolate teeth. Make sure you clean your teeth. Make sure you say I love you to someone tomorrow, especially yourself. And make sure you make tiramisu, found in my cookbook, The Chef of Greenwich Village, created by this man, my father. I love you all. Thank you so much. Totally real life. I still have chocolate on my teeth. Mm.